I'm going to start with an existential question. Sometimes I get up here and I wonder, am I a comic or am I just a sad person with a microphone in a room with a bunch of people and I'm the only one facing a different direction from everybody else? Is that what a penis looks like? Like you got them all over? There's something really wrong with my priest, I just want to say. My name is Carey, as was said. My parents named me Carey after the very famous and beautiful verb. And I'm having a rough time lately. I'm going to be honest about it. My mom finally cut me off, which really hurt because she made me chew the stub off all by myself. But I've passed my window of opportunity to climb back inside my mom's womb. There's a point where trying to climb inside of your mom's womb is no longer about trying to go home, it's about trying to go to jail. The other day, change of subject. I was kind of change of subject. I was on the toilet and I looked down afterwards and I saw a beautiful, healthy baby floating in the toilet bowl. And I thought, well, that's weird. It's been like 3 weeks since I've eaten a baby, so that's weird. I'm at that age, a lot of my friends are starting to get pregnant on purpose, which is weird. It's like no longer a shame anymore. This is a thing that people do, is they cook and eat the placenta. Have you heard of this? Yeah, I guess it's good luck or nutrition. I don't know, one of the two. And I'm like, some people think it's gross, but I say why not? Because it is the mother white meat. I am not in a position to have children. I couldn't provide for them at this point in life. I'm an actor, which means that I'm a waiter with an identity crisis. Just because I'm not ready to have kids doesn't mean I don't like kids, though. I really like kids because they ask these cute, dumb questions like, can dogs fall in love? Or can you touch a rainbow? Or who are you? And what are you doing to my daddy? And I was babysitting this little girl recently, and she asked me why people hurt each other. And I thought it was sweet that she would ask that and expect a simple answer. But I don't know why people hurt each other, so I just slapped her and went back to watching TV. If anybody needs a babysitter, I'm free for babysitting. I just wanted to say. I used to think that my apartment was kind of fancy because of the bidet in the bathroom, but then I realized that my toilet is just really broken. And the walls in my apartment are really thin. The other night, I woke up in the middle of the night and my neighbor was sobbing. I could hear him through the wall, just crying. I thought, well, this is terrible. This person is really suffering. He's really in pain. And I should do something about that. So I just made sex sounds really loud until he shut the fuck up. I get really paranoid living by myself, though, especially when I've been smoking meth. And I get these worried thoughts in my head that maybe I'm going crazy, but I try not to take those thoughts too seriously because I know they've been put there by aliens. I'm always singing that Macy Gray song. I try to say goodbye and I choke. I'm snapping, not in time. You guys know Macy Gray, that song? Yeah. Prove it. I'm doing like rock stars do. Come on. I try to say goodbye. That is sadness amplified. That's what that sound is. And I found myself getting really lonely, so I would play these little games by myself, like how long can I hold in my pee until it really hurts? But the thing when you hold in your pee that long is then you can shoot it at moving targets, you know? Which in my apartment is just my cats. That's the only moving object. And I found these stretch marks on my back, and I wanted to get a closer look. So I got my camera, and I started videotaping them. And so I'm naked, and I'm climbing in my bathroom up on top of my sink and trying to film backwards my back. And I slipped, and I fell, and I almost hit my head. And I thought, what if I had died just now? I would have been found naked in a filthy apartment with things stuck to my body, lying next to a video of me going, I try to say goodbye and I choke, I try to walk away and I stumble. So I decided, clearly I should get some cats. They're sweet, though. They're good companions. Except for when you're masturbating, because they seem like they really know what's up and they really want to get involved. You know? But that might just be because I use Fancy Feast for lube. But don't knock it till you try it. Come on. Harris Teeter's gonna be out of Fancy Feast tomorrow. Mysterious. Someday, if I'm ever super rich, what I plan to do is I'm gonna glue diamonds all over my skin. And then my charity work will be, as I walk around town, if the diamonds fall off, I'll let the peasants who follow me pick them up and keep them, which is my interpretation of Reagan's trickle-down system. I'm gonna go back to cats, because we haven't talked about that for long enough to make it weird. Or to make you feel sorry for me. My cats have actually seen me. They've seen me naked more often than my boyfriend has, but it's not my fault. They actually make me feel pretty. I have a fear of commitment, as I mentioned before, but it's based on my history. I once agreed to carry this man's child, which I ended up really regretting, because she was like 13 and she fucking killed my back. I'm really jealous of gay relationships because they have an understanding that I feel like we don't. But the thing is it's not different. It's the same genitalia. It's just in different stages of leaving the body. Like women, we've got it. We're holding on to it. We're gonna keep it all in here. Men, it's got like 1 foot out the door. And if there was a third gender, they would just like hold it. They would have to carry their genitals around with them everywhere, which would be such a burden. So they'd be like on a really good date, they'd be like, fuck, I forgot my dick! Oh, man! And they'll never understand the fact, like, I kind of look forward to my period sometimes. I prefer to think of it more as my exclamation point. Because it tells me nice things. It tells me that I'm not old, and it tells me that I'm not pregnant, which is always good. Still always worry that I might be pregnant. Not because I believe what people say about public toilet seats, but because I'm egotistical enough to think that I might be chosen for an immaculate conception. And I'm not religious, but I was raised really Christian, and they believe that God can get earth bitches pregnant. I might be paraphrasing. But if God wanted to, he could go tomorrow and he could knock up a bunch of nuns and nobody could say anything about it. And I recently binge-watched Breaking Bad. And I watched episodes of Breaking Bad the same way I screwed the members of my high school football team, just one after another, with tears streaming down my face. I got so into it, I had to keep reminding myself, I'm not Walter White, I'm just white. And the things that people put on social media, people put pictures of their food, but apparently I'm not allowed to do that because supposedly nobody wants to see 100 pictures of nothing but Slim Fast. It's like, excuse me for being healthy. That joke is about being too skinny and about wanting you to worry about me, and I originally wrote it for my mom. I'm excited, though, about the future because I think I've always got a job with Disney. I think I really look like a Disney character. Do you guys know the movie Fantasia? And you know when Mickey does the Sorcerer's Apprentice thing? I think I look just like one of the broomsticks. So I'm gonna be the broomstick. Plus there's a Disneyland everywhere. There's a Disneyland in every country. Disney's taking over Broadway. There's a Disney World on every planet in the Mormon afterlife. That joke is based on I have one Mormon friend who loves Disney. So what I've done is I've taken this thing that I know about this one person and I've applied it to a whole group of people, which is a new thing that I invented. Don't tell white people. Thank you guys for coming out. Have a great night. Thank you.